Today on Top 3 Tuesday, we are going to be going over wrist rehab for the climber. Hey everyone, it's Dr. Brandon and Dr. Andy here from Twin Cities Movement, your Minneapolis chiropractic and functional rehabilitation place. Today, I have a really hard time with that if you guys can't tell. Today on Top 3 Tuesday, we are going to be talking about wrist rehab and elbow rehab for climbers. So obviously wrists, fingers, hands, they get overused a lot in climbers, and we end up getting all sorts of overuse injuries or even pull injuries and all sorts of things like that. So we are going to go through our favorite 3 exercises. The first one is going to be just kind of a general warm-up mobility drill here. So this actually comes from GMB. If you guys have heard of them, they're a great body weight fitness. They have great body weight fitness programs, but this is their wrist warm-up or something analogous to their wrist warm-up. So what we're doing is we're spreading our fingers as wide as we can, down on our hands and knees, and we're gonna push our body forward, out over our fingertips, as far as you can go comfortably. So palms down on the ground, and if anything, you're pushing your palms into the ground as you go here. It's kind of an important piece. Big, wide fingers, palms into the ground, forward as far as you can. 5 to 10 of these. And what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna take and we're gonna turn our fingers out to the sides. And we're gonna do the same thing, back and forth, left and right. Nice and easy. Again, big, wide as you can. And when you're pushing into one of these wrists, you're actually pushing that heel of the palm into the ground. Good. Same thing back the other way. So we're gonna flip those hands around behind us. Again, big, wide finger splay. We're trying to get as much range of motion as we can. This is where you're really gonna notice that pushing the heels into the ground makes a big difference. And just as far as you can go, you're not trying to push this very far. You may have to hang out way forward. So you might, this might be your range of motion, is from here to there. Just a little bit. That very well may be what you have, but we're just trying to slowly increase this. Last step, we just flip those over. This one can be a little bit tender too, but exact same thing, how you were pushing the heels of your hand into the ground, you're gonna be pushing the backs and up towards where your arm connects, and just getting as much range of motion through there as we can with that press. Good, and this one can be the most tender for some people, so you gotta be a little bit careful with it. Our next exercise, it's with a flex bar. So these are relatively cheap to get, and they are amazing for any kind of elbow and wrist rehab. So what we're doing is eccentric contractions with these. So you get a big twist into it, the forearm now, so the wrist was all the way up and away, and what you're doing is slowly letting these muscles extend as they lengthen. So these are fully contracted, and they're slowly letting the bar come down and forward. So it's really these muscles that are controlling the wrist down and away, which is sort of the opposite of what they do generally, is they generally pull your wrist up and back, and we just want to use them in an eccentric fashion or contracting while they're lengthening. It's a really, really good rehab thing that we do often. The last thing we want to do is try to stabilize kind of the whole system. We're going to do a bottoms up carry. So this is a bottoms up waiter's carry. And what this kettlebell is doing is trying to tip over, and it's trying to move around. And so Dr. Andy, as he walks around, this is kind of the thing we want to do, is do some laps around somewhere with a bottoms up carry. It forces us to stabilize through the shoulder, elbow, and wrist. Really, really good stability exercise all the way around. All right, those are our 3 favorite things that we do when we're trying to rehab someone's wrist and elbow, and very specifically for someone that grips things a lot. If you know someone that's having some wrist or hand pain and they like to climb a lot or really like to do anything a lot, share this video with them. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram if you'd like to see the rest of these. This should be video number 3 or so of our climbing series, so we've got a couple more coming out. Should be on the shoulder and on the foot, so you have those to look forward to. Also, check out our back pain guide. If you're having some back pain, go to our website. You can sign up there, and we have a great back pain guide that'll walk you through the first steps of getting over your back pain. And then if you feel like you need more help, don't be scared to reach out. We'll get back to you as soon as we can, either through Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, or just through our website. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next week.